Greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is Michael Schwan, and welcome to the stream. And today is Sunday, September 16th, 2022. That's not on shuffle. That is not on shuffle, eh? That's fine. We'll listen to the song anyway. Oh, anyway, good morning. It's Sunday. Yeah. So, what does that mean? I don't know. We are going to be working on some creative process stuff, is what that actually means. We're going to be working on, I got one video I need to edit that I should have edited earlier in the week and that I just didn't. And then I got other stuff that I got to do still for those Tarkov tips and stuff. We didn't get to any editing last week because last week we were working, I say working, we were doing the Devil May Cry playthrough stream. So, yeah, that is what we're doing today. You know, I got like plenty of sleep, and it's really annoying because I woke up at one point and I was like, man, I feel super rested. I don't know what time it is. I know that Athena just came to bed, so it's probably like 6 a.m. So I shouldn't get up right now. I feel really good though, but I rolled over and went back to sleep anyway. And then I woke up at like normal alarm time, and now I'm like, you know, maybe that wasn't it, fam. Maybe that wasn't it. If I would have woke up at 6 a.m., though, that would have been a bad idea. Ah, coffee good. Coffee good. Okay. Where are we? We're in Stream Raiders. Let's get that going. The rats are a melee? And these guys are ranged. Do I need to place anything? Busters, healers. Alright, place units, everybody. Let me get Athena's Stream Raiders open. Good morning, Eve. Did you have a good sleepy sleep? I'm not like genuinely sleepy. It's really annoying and weird. I woke up at like, I don't know, 6 a.m. when Athena came to bed. And I was like, yeah, I feel rested. I'm like ready to go. And, you know, like I didn't want to get up at like 6 a.m. because I was like, I got to get up at like 8 a.m. to do the stream and stuff. And so I rolled over and went back to bed. And I woke up for my alarm and stuff today, and I was like, man, maybe I should have got up at 6 a.m. I shouldn't have got up at 6 a.m., but you know, that's the way it definitely felt. I was like, man, I feel like I made a mistake. Good morning, Planeswalker. It was good. Then I turned around and had a great, amazing sleep after that. Good. Oh, good. I wanted to do this one earlier, but Planeswalker, how is it in ye neighbor Canada? Of course, I guess I gotta ask Dimden too. He's in Canada. What am I doing? Different perspectives, though. Norway's doing good. Thanks for asking. I saw a headline about Norway, a day or two ago. Shit, what was it? And I was like, good on you, Norway. But man, I don't remember what it was now. Dang. It's about some requirement or some ban or something that Norway just put into effect. So I was like, yeah, good job, Norway. Which one of them, since we had a lot of international headlines as of late? I don't remember. It was short. It was on Reddit. I could go look real quick. Let me just, like, go to all, search Norway. Search Norway. Time this week. This one. Jehovah's Witnesses are denied subsidies in Norway. I was like, ha, lol. That was the one. Extreme cold warning, everything melts. Extreme cold warning, everything melts. Yeah, we've only had that once so far, and the one time was enough. It got up to like 45, 50 degrees. Everything melted, and then it dumped a bunch of snow and crap all over us again, and that was not great. Wait. It's already loading. Yeah, I didn't think that was the right one. It's this one. Yeah, now just do it for the rest of the originals, not just Jehovah's Witnesses. Smith Friends are still operating here, and God, they're the worst, personally speaking. I don't know who Smith Friends are. This ain't it, yeah. Out of curiosity, hold on. Don't drag that in there. Stop it. Can these go in here? No. Okay. I did, however, get to run a big boss fight I've been waiting for in my Curse of Strahd group last night. Which boss? Was it incredible? I think the worst one is the Vision Norway. Just worst televangelist from USA. A worse televangelist? Really? How? I have not watched WandaVision. I think it's called the Brunstad Church, Christian Church in English. I have heard of that. Why don't I hear anything? Ah, that's why. And that gets used as a thumbnail, and then that's it. That's how these work. Oh, we do these live on stream. Engaging an interactive experience for both me watching the video. Heavily murdered the celestial fight in the Abbey of St. Markovia. Right, okay. So if the future happens, right? Too. After our trailers for the origin, let's just go. Let's go right now. All right. Greetings and salutations. Why did that pop up there? I had not hit any other buttons. just save that there for now. Worse that they don't follow any rules, including their own, and have massively fined and even jailed for stealing and jacking certain radio waves, operating at a place not allowed for those kind of things. Some people just, like, fundamental punishments are not, like, significant enough. That sucks, right? But, like, that's it seemed just like, oh.
That was how you were playing however you want.
Oh, we actually have a peak file now.
Or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.
Until Celestial spent 90% of the fight trying to put itself back together. That sounds about right for D&D if you're not, like, super low level. Like, honestly. It's one of the, like, problems that I have with a lot of D&D systems is that if you have a group of just, like, moderately talented players, they will just, even without them necessarily trying to min-max or anything, they'll just start to get powerful enough that it feels so unapproachable as a DM. And you could say that's a failure as a DM, but I also say it's a failure of the system because they're like, you should give them this and that and that and this and this and that and that and this. And even if you try to limit the amount of, like, power that they get or whatever, you know, it still can be a really difficult process to find balance within tabletop RPGs. Cerulean! Good morning. If I recall, the reason Jehovah's Witness doesn't get the aid anymore is because their health stance on blood, which does not hold basis in modern medicine. I love it here. Party did a bunch of stuff I didn't expect, and it was amazing to deal with on the fly. That's one of my favorite parts about being a DM. I don't DM very much anymore. Just because of time mostly, but the required improvisation that exists within needing to be a DM and even needing, not even just in combat but in storytelling, is the reason that I truly loved it as much as I did.
Stream, thank you and enjoy.
How are you this morning, Cerulean? Also, 20 rounds of a single combat. That's a lot. That is a lot, Planeswalker. This is just a personal thing. As a DM or a player, unless it is like a very specifically set up to be that way, like, encounter, I do not want my D&D encounters to go 20 rounds. I don't even normally really want them to even go 10, like 5 at most. Because otherwise, it's just, like, combat in D&D is so slow, is the problem that I have with it. Like, a group I used to play with ran 2 DMs. One did the story and world building. The other did flora, fauna, and general monster combat tuning. 5 turns. Ah, so like 1 hour. See, that's what I'm talking about, though, Eve. Is like, oh, yeah. 5 turns? That'll take an hour. You know, 20? I'm like, fuck. I'm here all day. We haven't done anything besides fight this bitch. Like, that's mostly just my own experiences. Obviously, like, it could be different for different people, and I'm sure that it is. But from my own perspective, I'm just like, 20 turns. Shoot me. Although I was in one group, oh my god, I was in one D&D group that was so bad. It was so bad. Like, the people weren't bad, right? But combat with that group was painful. It was painful because it was slow. And we were playing Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition, which, has very mixed reviews, mixed reception. I personally really like D&D 4th edition, but I know a lot of people that don't, and I understand the reasons why. But one of the things, if you don't know about 4th edition, is that every class effectively has powers, has a spell book, has abilities. It works slightly differently from spells, but you have like ability card that say you do this and this and this, right? And for some reason, even if you only had 3 abilities because you're level 4 or whatever, right? It would get to somebody's turn and they would just grab their character sheet and be like, hold on, I need to read all of my abilities all over again. Every time. It's like, you still only have the same 3 abilities. Help me. There was one day that it was so bad. We were playing remotely for different reasons. So we were all playing in Discord, and it was taking so long. And for those of you that have played with, been to the Tuesday streams or playing a group, they're not there very much anymore, but a very good and longtime friend of mine, Tony, was in that campaign, and it went his turn, my turn, everyone else. And I don't even remember, I think there was 3 other players. And we were literally able to play an entire game of, Season 1 and 2 League of Legends, normal draft that take 40 minutes to an hour. We were playing entire games of League of Legends before it got back to our turn. He's like, all right, I'm a warrior. I go. I hit it. And I'm like, I was like a ranger. And I'm like, I go. I chop it twice. Go. And then we'd hit the Q button. And we would get done with the game before it got back to Tony's turn. And we were just like, oh, my God, guys. Please. Please. One of the repeat villains that the party has taken to calling Nick Cage sparked the fight by putting a magical gem into the eye socket of a broken celestial. Party tried to rip it out, and I didn't expect that. Okay. Long fights shouldn't be the norm, but it's important to have certain abilities allowed to run their course. It depends, but it can. It can be beneficial, but I would say that even that still heavily just depends. Planning your turn out on other folks' initiative is a big thing for... No, you're right, and a lot of people are really terrible about it. Pot agreed. This will allow me to draw 2 cards. It says draw 3. The card says draw 3 cards. Man. And before you have to play out Impending Doom, which takes 99 turns. Impending Doom. That just makes me think of fucking World of Warcraft. Photoshop? There you go. Yeah. Maybe. I kind of like the cheese in that one. That one too. That one's even better. Not that one. Photoshop. Work with me, buddy. Why can't I delete this layer? Oh, there we go. I love both of these. I love it. Nope, that one. Now I have fun working out the delay to Twitch. I'm betting it's this one right here. This amazing face. Yeah, we'll stick with that one. It's too good of a face. Oh my god. So long as it isn't every session, but a boss fight is a great place to put a long fight. This was a long fight, and I know that at least 3 of the 4 players are hitting level 8 because if it's a very specific fight, that's different. Because with like super high end boss fights or like super important boss fights and stuff, it's largely okay, especially because you're setting the precedent of like, hey, strap in, right? But I don't feel like that's always the case. I've definitely been in way too many long-ass 2 to 3 hour fights where we're just fighting, like, grunts. Well, we're just fighting grunts. It is currently me and Athena. Woo! It's gonna go great. Do you feel like getting a tablet would help you with any of the Photoshop work you do? I, at one time, had one of the tablets that is just, like, it doesn't have a screen on it, right? Like, it's just a tablet that is, like, it's essentially like a mouse that's flat, right? I don't know how to fucking describe it. I had one like that to where, like, you were supposed to, like, not look at the tablet and just use it as an input device. I forget who made it, and it was fairly inexpensive, right? And I found it really difficult to use because if I'm holding effectively like a pen, I want to be looking at the pen, right? And not looking at the screen and having to imagine what the pen is doing on like over here on the side. And I realized like my mouse does the same thing, but it was just like very difficult for my brain. Very, very difficult for my brain. If I had a tablet that was like one of the really nice Wacoms, that the tablet is a really high refresh rate, high sensitivity screen to where you do the work on the screen, it would probably work. It would probably like help in terms of being able to be more precise with my Photoshop stuff, but I don't feel like my Photoshop work that I currently do really needs it anyway. So, and with that, it's like it wouldn't. I don't feel like it would be worth the time to set up the investment or anything like that. I have a really nice tablet. It's an iPad Pro, whatever the fuck, that I effectively use as my personal laptop whenever I'm doing things that aren't right here. And I know that it has the ability to do some of those things, but again, it's just not. It's not worth it. Can I? No! Where'd you go? What the fuck? Strahd himself is an ordeal because he will flee to different parts of the castle and shit. That sounds awful and I hate it. Mostly just because I hate chasing down enemies. Like, don't run. You'll only die tired. Get back here. Hmm. 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 I'm actually genuinely excited about this game. Like, genuinely. wish this. I like kind of want this one, but I'm sad that it has the PlayStation logo on it. Geralt as an angsty teenager. Fuck. I also really wish his name wasn't Jack. Like, I hate that his name is Jack. Like, Final Fantasy is a game where you got main characters named shit like Terra, Celeste, Cloud, Renoa, Squall, Tidus, Zidane, Lightning, Noctis, and now we got fucking Jack. Like, hold on. Wait a minute. Why is his name Jack? Oh, God. Still on the fence due to not having a PlayStation 5. Okay, you know what? That's fair. I'll give you that. That's understandable, I think. I don't have any good argument against being like, well, you know, since I probably won't be able to play it, I don't know if I give a fuck. And I'd be like, well, you know what? All right. That could be a cool-looking thumbnail if reversed. Nick Cage is making a great Type 2 villain. The party hates him, so it's going to be great when they finally put him down. No, you got to keep him going. Nick is a throwaway NPC from the Amber Temple that I felt was criminally underused, so I let him out into the broader world of Barovia. Going off script? How could you? You know, I love that, like, this picture is, like, super pixelated, and the site that it's on is called Noisy Pixel. It's got some noisy-ass pixels in there. That could be pretty. Great name like Zidane, Vivi, Vaughn, Setzer, and we can't forget Waka. It's time for Africa. Still, those are still more like... They are still names that are much more fantastic than fucking Jack. His name is Jack. Jack. Well, like, he's literally leaning on being just named John. First name John, last name Smith. At least give him a good name like Jack. Oh shit, do we even know his last name? Oh, his last name is Garland. Well, I mean, you know, at least that's like somewhat topical, but can you not name him Jack? So do you become the bad guy at the end of the game if your last name is Garland? Does the game end with Jack becoming the bad guy? Or is like he Garland's brother? Or is Garland the darkness that was inside Jack all along? Wasn't this image bigger? Are we the baddies? I love that meme. It's so often true. Neon. Who's in here? Wasn't this image much bigger? It's bigger there. Now to watch the antigen test. Antigen? Test looks negative, but I'll give it the full 15 minutes just in case. What is an antigen test? Neon wants to grow up to be in a frickin' Yoko Taro game with just her general design. COVID-19 rapid antigen test? Oh, okay. That's what my guess was, but I'd never heard it called an antigen test. We have some rapid tests sitting over on the table over there. Just in case. I will probably be using one here in like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. Stream Raiders. All right. I wish us luck. That is absolutely taken from near. Yeah, see, I was like, yeah, it wants to grow up to be in a Yoko Taro game. I'm running the projector at the theater today, so I'm going to make sure I'm clean before doing such. Yeah, I have to go to... Oh, God damn it. My defense went... Oh, God, this is not going to end well. I went up, and the one tank went to the right. Guess what happened? We got murdered. Anyway. Sorry, we'll just try again. I have to go to my brother's wedding. And I'm like on genuinely not wanting to go and not looking forward to it in the slightest. And I'm like, especially because I know that probably a good number of the people there are going to be like, just, yeah, you get it. I think you get it. All these worms, man. All these worms. Which part do you like the most, your brother or the social gathering? I love my brother. I love my brother immensely. The social gathering part. I'm not a big fan of the bride either. But I only see my brother like maybe once every... Okay, at most I see him once a year. At absolute most. But it's more like maybe once every 2 to 3 years. Maybe. And so like... I see him so infrequently that I'm like, I'm not going to bother being like, I don't like your wife. Like, he lives his own life for the most part. I talk to him twice a year. Like, so, I do love my brother, like, but he makes a lot of bad decisions. I think this one looks a lot better. Darn, not liking the wife. Nobody does. Like... Nobody does. But, like, my mom doesn't want to go either, but she's going because it's her son, and it's her son's wedding. So that's why she's going. I'm going specifically because my mom asked me to. Let me do the outside with these colors. It's your brother and it's a wedding and hopefully only has one of them. I think this is his third one. So, I mean, if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be going though. So to give a little bit of detail, the bride to be, the future daughter-in-law / sister-in-law, has gotten into significant fights with my mom and my sister, like to the point that there was like almost harassment calls made. And that's why mom doesn't approve of the wedding and doesn't want to go. But mom is like, I need to go because of obligation as mother. And I'm like, do you? Anyway, so she decided that she's going to go. And then she asked me, like, hey, so will you go? And the reason that I want you to go is because if bitch decides to be a bitch to me, I don't know how your brother will respond to it, and that makes me nervous. And she's like, so I know how you would respond to it, so will you be there? And I was like, I can't. If you're asking me to be there for your safety, that should be like a big fucking red flag to everybody in the room, but I guess we'll just leave that on the fucking table. But I was like, if you're going to ask me to be there for your safety, I can't like say, nah, mom, I don't want to go. So she paid for the ticket and everything. So it's like, I guess I'm fucking going. And then I told both my brother and my mom, I was like, I'm going to be double, maybe even triple masked, and I'm staying away from everybody the entire time. Yeah, that looks good to go. Basically, my mom's just concerned that if the bride decides to pick a fight, that my brother will struggle to make a decision, essentially, on whether to, like, how and in what way to intervene. Let's get a code vein mask, full-on rebreather. Yes. Please. I just want to show up in like an old 80s or 70s era Russian gas mask. Like something you'd find in Stalker. And just wear that for the whole fucking wedding. That way forever, whenever they show pictures of the wedding, they'd be like, who the fuck is the dude in the suit and a gas mask? Oh yeah, that's the other thing. You're allowed to basically wear whatever you want. The bridal party will be in formal attire, but the recommended wear for everyone else is Hawaiian shirts and like khaki shorts. But they said, but you can wear whatever you want. And I'm like, cool, I'm wearing a suit because I'm going to a wedding and I don't want to wear a Hawaiian shirt and khaki shorts. But so it'd be like the one dude who's in a suit wearing a fucking plague doctor mask. Who's that? We don't talk about that. Okay, that's done now, yeah? We got a video and yeah, okay. I can't upload it during stream, but at least it's done. Plague Doctor can be classed up real nice. Plus, no exposed skin. Genius. See? We had it all planned out from the very beginning. That's my brother. We don't talk about my brother. Yeah, I can see. I'm the odd one in the family anyway. In like damn near the whole family too. I'm sure that comes as a significant surprise to most people. Where is it? Really? We hadn't done a reaction at all to any of the previous trailers of Stranger in Paradise? Oh, I know why we did. Like, we did, but we didn't. They were all done in showcases. They were all done in things like I don't remember if it was Summer Games Fest or E3 or in like the Game Awards and stuff. That's why I was like, I know that we watched these on stream. They were all done during events, which is why I'm not finding an actual specific reaction for it. If you go for authenticity, the mask can be full of opium. It's the only way I'll get through the wedding. I'm going to have to figure out what to do for food. Because if they're doing, like I'm going to call it traditional food, you know, where it's just like a table full of food that everyone serves themselves from, I ain't touching that. I am not touching that. I will have McDonald's delivered to the fucking wedding before I grab food that everyone else has had their freaking hands in. Can we just take a moment to talk about how fucking gross human beings are and how apparent some of our gross shit that we do is? And it wasn't apparent until the pandemic to like, I mean, obviously some people were aware of it, right? But like, I never even thought about a buffet. Yeah. So like, I've never even thought about something like a buffet being like genuinely gross. Like places that are buffets, right? Like I don't know if you have Golden Corral anywhere in like Canada or Norway, but I'm like normally those places are just like a little bit dirtier, and you're like, oh man, I wish they washed the floor a little bit more in here or something like that. But I never thought about how gross the concept of a buffet was until the pandemic, and I'm like, oh god. That's actually really awful. Normally, like before, I'm like, whatever, food. And now I'm just like, man, that's just like, look, it's just a lovely bowl of just like, here, would you like to die? And I'm like, no, I would love not to die. It's a really Golden Corral. A buffet? That's horrible. I've never been to a wedding where that has been the thing. Is that an American thing? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've not been to that many weddings, but it's definitely not an uncommon thing at weddings. I get morning hotel buffets, but for weddings and actual good food, no, it's not that. It coughs on the chocolate fountain. Gross. I have dietary enzymes that finally let me eat it again. You know what would be like? You know somebody's fucking double dipped in the chocolate fountain, right? You know someone's double dipped in the chocolate fountain, and that sounds awful. Awful. Congratulations, Planeswalker. You are negative. This one will work. I wanted something that had like a base of being a Soulsian that I could use for the video description. Calm down, both of you. Been to 8 or 9 weddings. There's always been a minimum of 3 different dishes, all served us by waiters. Okay, you went to some really expensive ass weddings then. Like, or maybe that just shit isn't as expensive over in Norway. But what you just described would cost, the food alone that you just described would be $20,000 here, minimum. Like that would cost more than double my entire wedding. To have 3 different dishes served by waiters, yeah, that would probably start at $20,000 US for just that before you added on anything else to it. Shit, it might even be more. We have a few here at home, but I forget. I thought it was that you had to wait 30 minutes or it showed false after 30 minutes. Could be different. Remove a digit and it would be correct per person, I do believe. $3,000 per person? Is that what you mean? $2,000 per person being served? Yeah, that's insane. No, I don't know anybody that can afford that, personally. I don't know anyone who can afford that. No, 2K Norwegian krones, so... So about $222 a person. That's still really expensive. Still really expensive. These tests specify 15 minutes, but if you're positive, you get a response typically within a minute. Makes sense. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, weddings are insanely expensive. Food ends up being one of the largest expenses, too. Not really expensive when a burger can cost you like $50 at a decent restaurant. I think Hard Rock Cafe here for one of their signature burgers like $70. Is that kroner? Is that is it kroner if it's one and then krones if it's two? Well, multiple. And is that USD or Norwegian dollars? Krone is single, kroner multiple. Oh, okay. Type bucks on purpose. God, $50 for a fucking burger? $70 for a burger? I don't even know. There's nowhere where I live that I could pay that much for a burger. Like, there's nowhere in this entire city that I could pay $70 for a burger. And we even have a Hard Rock Cafe. Like, trying to think of, like, the most expensive places that I could eat are probably either Sullivan's Steakhouse or the Captain Cook. I don't know if there's somewhere more expensive than that. It's expensive to the point that nobody else talks about it either because nobody eats there. But at Sullivan's Steakhouse, The most expensive thing I can think of is like a Wagyu steak, and it's like $60, maybe $75. And most of the dishes at the Captain Cook cap out at like $40, and that's for like the entire entree, maybe 50. That is the grade A5 meat that can easily be 120 USD. Yeah, I don't know if I could pay that, like find a place to pay that much here. Even our nicest restaurants, the meals don't go up that high. Like the two places that I just mentioned are the two places I can think of that are the most expensive, and they're fucking expensive, don't get me wrong, but most of their meals cap out at around $50 to $75. And that is the highest end dining in the city. Like that is the high end, not just like decent restaurant, top end restaurants. There's certain things that'll get more expensive, like king crab legs. You can easily pay like $120, $150 for a plate of like 2 pounds of them. But that's really specific and specialized. But even the high grade meat, steaks and burgers and stuff, they normally stop it. Like, I'm still only speaking about those two restaurants, which again, that is the top, that is the highest end dining that you can get, and they're normally $50 to $70. Hard Rock Cafe, their best burger is like $20-$25 here. I would kill to have that cheap restaurant. There's a trade-off, Eve. There's a trade-off. Because there's a lot of things Americans would kill for to have that Norwegians have that we don't. There's a definite trade-off there. You guys have... Oh. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's fucked up but funny. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, that's ready. I can upload that after the stream today. Oh man, that was amazing. Thank you for that. I'm so happy that happened. Just a standard eating out is a luxury here, like a real luxury. With stuff like in the UK, eating out is more common and thus a lot more affordable. I mean, it's also like Japan. Like, Athena spent a considerable amount of time in Japan, and you eat out a lot in Japan, but it's because, like, it is part of the culture there. It's expected to. And you can eat out extremely cheaply. Like, it is very inexpensive to eat, like, out in Japan. And a lot of the places are set up with the idea that you will either eat quickly and then leave, or you'll pick it up on your way home, because they know that it's like, oh, it's only $3 for the entire meal. That's way cheaper than cooking. I don't have to cook. I don't have time to cook. Also, my, Tokyo apartment doesn't even have a kitchen. So it's probably just a cultural thing. Oh my goodness, though. God, that was funny. Whew. How dare you? Culture here is eat at home and cheap food. Like our frozen pizza, our unofficial NASA food is like $7 to $10 at most. That's about what it is here for frozen pizza. I would say I'm sorry, but I saw an opportunity for a distasteful joke, and I no, you don't need to sorry. You don't need to say you're sorry. That was hilarious. Man, that was so good. And yes, Planeswalker like medicine. That's something that Norway has and gets that we would also like. Much as I shit on other countries, especially the United States, I would love to visit, just not live. I honestly don't think I would want to live anywhere but Norwegian soil. I would honestly be very okay living in somewhere that isn't here. I would not have any qualms or issues with that. The problem is that like saying that and then like doing it are very different things, and the ability to do it is it's so wildly prohibitive that it's not like something that'll probably ever actually happen. We were just talking about wishful thinking at most. I would say, yeah, I mean, honestly, if me and Athena wanted to, we could probably make it happen, but it wouldn't be worth it. Friends, family, career, history, etc. Norwegian soil, that could be an embassy for all I care, as long as it was within Norway. I mean, all right, fair. Oh, lordy lord. That was funny. You did not die, according to my handheld device. Yeah, don't die. Don't die, Eve. None of the dying. You're not allowed. France technically owns 2 islands off the coast of Canada. Is there anything on those islands? That's the thing. Like, some of these islands, there's just nothing on them. It's just land for the sake of land. Whew. Something else I need to do real quick. Birds? Maybe. Might not even be birds there. I think someone might be upstairs cooking. Probably just a bunch of turns and goals. Yeah, probably. As well as the France's deepest and darkest secret. I don't know what that is yet, but that's why it's on those islands. All right. And while this battle runs, I'm going to refill my coffee and see what's going on upstairs. I'll be right back. Alright. We have 50 gold, 25 gold, and 2 bombers, any of which can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills going to AP10 with 8, followed by myself with 7, and then Hunter I Galloway with 6. Most assists go into Athena with 6, followed by myself with 5, and then the Blended Frog and Hunter I Galloway with 4. Going random on the scrolls in the gold and 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. The Blended Frog with the 25 gold, Mac Trooper Nagoya with the 50 gold, and No Jelly Jelly with the bombers. Back to the map. Place your units, everybody. New Kamigawa set looks rad. Bunch of mechanical space I wasn't expecting to go into. Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff for it. Admittedly, I've been so far fallen out of Magic for the longest time that it's really hard for me to care. I know that there was something that a couple of my friends were complaining about in it, and I'm like, you'll be fine. I'm also genuinely sad that, what was it called? Is this it? I'm genuinely sad that this game was marred by bad monetization. I am very sad that Magic Legends, a game that I was like, man, that you could do so much with that, was just completely pigeonholed, completely wrecked and destroyed, and ultimately just given up on because of bad monetization plans, because of the most scummy ass, exploitative, predatory monetization plans that I have ever seen in video games. And that's even compared to shit like fucking Battlefield, Battlefront 2 and FIFA and shit. And like, I've played fucking mobile gacha games, dude. Like, I played shit like fucking Final Fantasy Record Keeper, Dissidia Opera Omnia, freaking so many of those games. Like, even compared to goddamn Genshin Impact, this game was just like, no. I think we can be even more aggressively predatory and exploitative with our monetization practices. It never even hit full release. You are correct, Planeswalker, because everyone tried it and went, well, people tried it and went, oh, you got a good thing going here. Too bad that you have just completely ruined all of the good with trying to suck not every last penny, but every last dust crumb of anything that might be valuable out of what this game could have been. Which is a shame. Is a genuine shame. It could have been nifty. It could have been nifty. But alas, corporate greed wins again. Or loses again, depending on your perspective. I feel like everyone lost there. I feel like they were so greedy with that it was just a lose-lose-lose situation. At least we still have stupid sexy Tez. Stupid sexy Tezzeret. Ow. Let me see what the why is there a random picture of Sturman in here? I'm off to the theater. Very well. Have a good time, Planeswalker. Enjoy the theater. Okay, we're going to turn on Tarkov because I need to go into offline on Woods and grab a couple of screenshots. Because I don't like the screenshots they have. Beta testing Escape from Tarkov. It's not anymore. I don't agree. Yeah, this is fine. Let's at least put a pistol in our hands. Hope it's not raining. Turn the game down a little bit. that just say use? Oh, it said open. I was like, what? SJ6. Where the fuck are we? I need some screenshots. Okay. Let's go this way. Can I actually see it from here? It's right there. I don't know if you can see it front because of that tree. I think the trees are too thick. Gotta wait for the fucking tunnel vision to wear off. How high up on this can you get? Dang, it doesn't look like you can get nearly as high as I would like. What kind of shenanigans is this? Oh, trying to take pictures for a video guide. But I can't get where I was hoping to be able to get to. I was doing research the other day also on trying to figure out what options there are for a free cam in Tarkov. Because, like, I would really love to, like, go up there, right? Go up there and look down here and be able to take a picture for videos or to, like, be able to, like, fly around for the sake of cinematics and stuff. It looks like there is a mod for SP Tarkov that'll... Hello? Jeez. That'll let you do something along those lines, but people have said that with time it hasn't been as smooth anymore. Let me go over this way. I'm just in offline mode taking pictures right now. Hair looks good. Thanks. Let's get up there. Can you get all the way up there? I know you can get around the side there, but I don't know if you can get all the way on the top of this bitch. It won't let me jump. Come on. Nice. Apparently you can get all the way up here. Not a very good vantage point up here. I have the picture that I wanted. I'm just trying to see if there's any other, like, decent angles to get a picture from. Darn it. Uh-oh. Be a lot easier to do if I didn't break my legs. Okay. I don't even know if there's a good angle up there. I'm just gonna go look. There is not perfect trees in the way the whole way. I don't believe you can get on top of this rock. No, you can. It's not any better of an angle, though. Alright. Is not any better of an angle, though. Oh! But I'm trying. Before I can do any of the task guides, I want to get 3 of them done before I do, like, before I post any of them. One is therapist, like the first, like largely the first 3 tasks you get, which is shortage from therapist, frickin' debut from prapper, and introduction from mechanic. And I could just do debut and shortage, but one of the easiest ways to get the shotguns that you need for debut is to buy them from Jaeger. And so because of that, I want to have introduction done as well, so that people, there's another video to point to for people to see how to get Jaeger so they can buy the shotguns. On January 31st at 11 a.m. Moscow time, we're planning to install a client update with several technical fixes. The game will not stop. However, on servers undergoing raid time, they will be reduced to 10 minutes. Players will need to download the update via the launcher. Okay. Sounds good. I don't know why that pops up in all of them. I only took one screenshot. It got itself taking a screenshot in there. That one. Okay. So I need to delete the first one. Oh, damn it. I need to go in and grab another picture. Fuck. Let me get the therapist one open as well. I need to get 2 more screenshots from Woods. Ugh. Oh, I need to invest in a new chair soon. I just don't want to. Anchorage office surplus. That's an Army and Navy surplus. Furniture. Some cubicles. Be like, where the fuck am I? Battle. Let's do it. Where is it? No. Yep. This group can just charge. Fender and Moton Skiot, thank you so much for the 6 placements. I hope I get a kill. I think you're doing okay, Fender. I think you're doing okay on the kill count right now. All right. We have 2 musketeers, 1 flying rogue, and 1 berserker, any of which can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills go into Fender with 68, followed by myself with 18, and then AP10 with 7. Most assists go to Kamikaze with 6, followed by Fender with 4, and then Jay Caroling with 3. One short of greatness. It's to give you something to strive for. Going random on the scrolls in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shay, thank you so much for the lurk. El Canadiano with the Musketeers, Fender with the Flying Rogues, Hunter I. Galloway with the Berserker. Back to the map. It's time for that skin chest, y'all. Ew. Grody. Place your units, everybody. Gonna lurk while I bicycle and get a sandwich? Hells yeah. Gonna bicycle and then reward yourself with a sandwich? That's awesome. I would say, like, I want to do that, but bicycling right now in Alaska is just, like, not a good idea. It's not recommended. Unless you spent way too much money on a bicycle that can bike in the snow. A sandwich, though. I could just give myself a sandwich because I want one. A little bit farther this way to get the picture that I want. It's like 2 miles away. Too short to drive, too long to walk. I don't know, man. I'm pretty happy to just drive 2 miles. What does the view of Sniper Rock look like from on top of Dickhead? Or maybe I get on top of Walled. We'll see. Hear that it's only 72 degrees and sunny in Southern California. Man, that sounds rough. Alright, let's go get on Walled. Walled's going to be a better spot to take the picture, I think. These trees right here won't be in the way. Should still be able to get up there. I don't have as high a strength as I did last wipe, obviously. I haven't gotten there yet, but should still be possible to get up there. Check my TikTok. I just watched Sheep do something stupid but brilliant at the same time. All right. I can't, from this angle, get Sniper Rock and the silos. the same picture. That's okay. Let me take a look at these screenshots real quick before I exit out. Is your FOV on max? No, but the problem with FOV and Tarkov is that the FOV slider is vertical, not horizontal. Oh, I guess it does still give me a little bit more. Actually, hang on. Getting back down without breaking something is going to be interesting. I did say it was going to be interesting. I missed. What does this fucking mean? I seen if there's a way I could get it to not pop up the what does this do? It still pops up. Man, Max Fav, I am the wind. I am so fucking fast. I feel like I'm running so fast with Max Fav. Oh my god. You almost snagged the lab's armband, but someone else bought it. Ah. Well, thank you for trying. I'm so fast. I'm not any faster than normal, but I feel fast as fuck, boy. You want to feel like you're running fast? Just max out your FOV. Oh my god. I feel so fast. Is this the right rock? Max out FOV and then not kill anything all day. You right. Does this even shoot where I want it to? I don't even see that it left a mark on that rock. I do feel really fucking fast, though, with maxed out FOV. Like, holy shit. Some of these bullet holes aren't rendering. You play on 50 FOV. Why? Because it gives you the it makes your shots the most accurate that they can be in Tarkov. Is the reason why. Because of the way the FOV slider does not work correctly, you will actually have more accurate shots with lower FOV. And what I don't mean your own personal accuracy. I mean literally like the bullet going where you're aiming. As stupid as that sounds. Okay, I actually really need to pee. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, with the way that Escape from Tarkov works, in terms of like its actual programming, you can't really go over a FOV of about 59 or 60. If you do, then you're no longer your shots really aren't accurate anymore. It also really depends on what you're using in terms of iron sights versus a hollow versus a zoom optic. 59 is the sweet spot that'll give you what most people consider, like, because it uses a vertical FOV instead of a horizontal one. 59 vertical FOV is about the same as 90 horizontal FOV, which is what most people will set their games at. So if you're looking for a good FOV for like what you're used to, then you're going to want to set it at 59. Anything above that, especially if you're using something like hollow sights or red dots, they will no longer be accurate at those higher FOVs if you go over 59 or 60. And then your sighted optics, so things like with a actual zoom level, 2x, 3x, 4x, and higher, they will be more accurate at a higher FOV, but a slightly less accurate at a lower FOV. But I just normally just play at the minimum and adjust accordingly. 59 is considered the correct spot, but meh. I got used to 50. Damn it, I just thought of another screenshot that I want. No, I don't. What FOV do you play at, Dimnon? Mac Trooper Kanogoi has a ragdoll flying rogue. I freaking love this thing. It's delightful. It's one of the only good things about this event. Can I sign into my TikTok on PC properly now?
Military boyfriend surprise.
Shush. See if this works.
Hey man, am I driving okay?
There we go. What are we checking out? What happened with Sheaf? Is he pushing an AI scav in there? He is.
Free fuck. Come on, you bitch. Come on, you bitch.
Saw this scav a few games later on Lab's opening Red Room. Oh, good work, Chief. Good work. I need to check something. Okay. Those. wonder if there's a decent picture of this. Let's see. What the fuck is this? No, real talk. Where is this? Was this the car extract on Woods before? I have no idea. Oh my good lord. Alright, I'm going to use the restroom while this battle is running. I'll be right back. Thank you so much, Moten Skiat, for the 6 placements. Mac Trooper Nagoya with 5. Kamikaze with 5. Thank you so much. Jolly good work, everybody. We have 200 gold that can be yours for 1,669 channel points. 2 berserkers that can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills a tie between Speedy Misha and Fender, followed by Athena Latina and then myself. Most assists go into Moten Skiat with 5, followed by Kamikaze, tied with El Canadiano, and then the Blended Frog. Going random on the scrolls and the gold in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fender with the gold, Flaccid for you with the berserkers. Back to the map. Interesting. I don't really know where I want to place. I feel like this looks dangerous over here. This doesn't have a wall behind it anymore. These are all old pictures. Was that the old Outskirts? It must have been. Outskirts didn't used to have a wall behind it, so. The name of this picture is How to Uninstall Escape from Tarkov. That's funny. I don't want to go in to get another screenshot, so I'm just going to use this one. Dimden, since you're back, what FOV do you play on? $57? Okay. $50 to $57 is the safe zone for the aim not getting wonky. Correct. Yeah. You can go up to 59, and then after that, you're just way too big a risk. Hey, everyone, back with a giant Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Gonna watch football, drop units, and nosh. Nice. Man, I'm jealous as fuck. I want a Philly cheesesteak. 'It's just like the little bit extra that you can see. Landmark uses 56, Chiefs is 57, Pest was 57. Maybe I should try 57. If it doesn't change the actual aim at all, I could try 57. I just was having issues even at 59. So I was like, fuck it, flatten it out. And that's where I've been for like 2 wipes. All right, let's pause that and let's give this a read. I don't have all of the pictures that I want, but let's see. be like this. This. I did see the vid you sent me of Sheaf. I played it right here on stream of Sheaf using an AI scav to extract. That's pretty fucking hilarious. I need the picture from the wiki. This one. I need a picture from in the game, but I'll get it in a second. I don't need to get it right now, but okay. So let's give this a read. Greetings and salutations. Introduction is the opening task for Mechanic, available at level 1 with no prerequisites. You are able to access this task when you first start the game, but you will need to examine all of the items that are available from each vendor, including Fence, and this will give you enough experience to reach level 2. After reaching level 2, if you do not see the quest available, restart your game and Mechanic should now offer you the quest. He has tasked you with locating Jaeger's camp to retrieve an encrypted message and then delivering the message to him. The camp and the message are on woods. Are on woods? Are both on woods? Are on woods. Less is more. Well, I eat the foods and then go find Killa. I'll be there in a little while. I got 20 minutes left of stream, and then I need to eat some food myself and then do a little bit of house cleaning. But okay. Here's a blank map of woods. Now the same map, but with the callouts that I use while playing. Woods can be difficult to navigate due to the homogeneous visuals of moving through a forest. The two best landmarks you can use are Sniper Rock, which rests at the middle of the map. Hang on. Okay. Woods can be difficult to navigate due to the homogeneous visuals of moving through a forest. There are two good landmarks to use to get your bearings. The first is Sniper Rock, which rests in the middle of the map. You can see this from most everywhere on the map. Moving yourself towards it is normally a safe way to begin orienting yourself. The second solid landmark are these nuclear power silos. They mark one side of the lake that holds the FOB and are closer which is close to... The second solid landmark are these nuclear power silos. They mark one side of the lake that holds the FOB, which is close to where we will be retrieving Jaeger's message. The message lies almost just in between these two landmarks. If you are at one, heading towards the other will send you in the right direction. To locate the hunting tower, when we are closer to the area, first find the crashed plane. There will be a significant ditch carved into the ground from the plane crash, and on one side, it feels very robotic. To begin locating the hunting tower, first... To begin locating the hunting tower, first find the crashed plane. There will be a significant ditch carved into the ground from the plane crash, and on one side of the plane is a set of stairs that you can see the hunting tower from. I will need to highlight it or something. It's also small here. It's a little bit easier to see when it's big. The tower is a few paces from the front of the plane and on the plane's left side. The message itself is a piece of paper that is on the ground, tucked amongst the boards at the base of the hunting tower. Once you've retrieved the message, head towards your extract. You will either have outskirts or UN roadblock as a guaranteed extract. For UN roadblock, head back towards the nuclear silos, then follow the wall away from the water. If you have outskirts, head towards the water, follow the coast, and you will pass some rocks, at which point to keep an eye out for... that rocks is not indicative enough. Let me get the map again of woods. Follow the coast past the sawmill towards a dock area. Yeah, I was going to try and use the dock that has the half-sunken boat. Follow the coast past the sawmill and towards a small dock that has a half-sunken boat. Okay. If you have outskirts, head towards the water, follow the coast past the sawmill, and towards a small dock that has a half-sunken boat. At this point, keep an eye out for signs indicating landmines. Moving into the trees from there, you will find a road... actually, no. Here's how we'll do this. I don't want to mention the landmines. It'll freak people out. You can now move directly away from the water. Not you can. Just tell them what to do. Now move directly away from the water and you will find a road. I wish I knew where the like van was. I don't want people to get the SUV confused with a truck. That should be okay. Now move directly away from the water and you will find a road with a truck at the end. The truck itself marks the outskirts extract. Truck, road. Move to the water, follow the coast, boat, a dock with a half-sunken boat, directly away from the water to the road, end of the road. This map is going to be on screen, so like I'll probably have it zoomed in right here, move towards the water, past the sawmill to the boat, like so they'll have a visual indicator in this way that'll hopefully be able to give them a bit of direction. Upon completion, Mechanic will reward you with some player experience and a handful of money. This also unlocks Jaeger as a trader that you can utilize, who will immediately have a task for you, Acquaintance. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, and this is the same that we have verified before. Okay, one more time. Greetings and salutations. Introduction is the opening task for Mechanic, available at level 2 with no prerequisites. You are able to access this task when you first start the game, but you will need to examine all of the items that are available from each vendor, including fence, and this will give you enough experience to reach level 2. After reaching level 2, if you do not see the quest available, restart your game and mechanics should now offer you the task. Task quest, eh. He has tasked you with locating Jaeger's camp to retrieve an encrypted message and then deliver it to him. And then deliver it back to him. The camp and the message are on Woods. Here is a blank map of Woods. Hey, Scott Scabbers. Here's a blank map of Woods. Now the same map, but with the callouts that I use while playing. Woods can be difficult to navigate due to the homogeneous visuals of moving through a forest. There are 2 good landmarks that we are going to use. To get your bearings. Because there's actually another good landmark, but that it's way up here. You can actually kind of see it on this map. And it's this mountain that's part of the skybox. But it's not something that we care about. We care about Sniper Rock and the silos that are over here. How's you? I'm good. I'm getting hungry though, but I mean we're closing out stream here, you know, in like 10 to 15 minutes. There are 2 good landmarks that we are going to use to get your bearings. The first is Sniper Rock, which rests in the middle of the map. You can see this from most everywhere on the map, and moving you can see the peak. I've never used that mountain as a landmark. I've used the blue IKEA building across the river, though. Sure. And even in this circumstance, the only thing that I would do I'd be like, if you see this, like, and this is just extra superfluous, if you see this mountain, walk away from it. Like, because it's up here and you need to go the exact, put it to your back and don't get close to it. Not that you can get close to it, but you can see Sniper Rock from basically everywhere, so. The first is Sniper Rock, which rests in the middle of the map. You can see the peak from most everywhere on the map, and moving towards it is normally a safe way to begin orienting yourself. There's only one spot that it isn't, and it would be if you didn't quite walk correctly from this specific one of these spawns. Like, if you had one of these 2 spawns over at the USEC camp, you might walk into landmines. But everywhere else on the map, if you can see Sniper Rock and walk directly towards Sniper Rock, you'll be safe. But okay. Moving yourself towards it is a safe way. I'm not going to say normally safe, because then people are like, wait, what do you mean normally? Okay. You can see the peak from most everywhere on the map, and moving towards it is a safe way to begin orienting yourself. The second solid landmark are these... Where'd my... There we go. Are these nuclear power silos. They mark one side of the lake that holds the FOB, which is close to where we will be retrieving Jaeger's message. The message lies almost just in between these 2 landmarks. If you are at one heading towards the other, you will be going in the right direction. If you are at one heading towards the other, will send you in the right direction. To begin locating the hunting tower, first, I'm not putting pictures of the crashed plane. I'd actually probably go back to the map here. I'd go back to the map and have like a zoom in on this space here. To show Sniper Rock FOB. But I'm not going to show the plane itself. I hope people know what a crashed plane looks like. You can also see the plane on the map. To begin locating the hunting tower, first find the crashed plane. There will be a significant ditch carved into the ground from the plane crash. On one side of the plane is a set of stairs that you can see the hunting tower from. The tower is a few paces from the front of the plane and on the plane's left side. This will be blown up, and I'll also have something indicating that it's over here. It's hard to see on the stream, but it's definitely there. But you can actually see it from the stairs, which the stairs I find to be the, like, when I first tried to find Jaeger camp, somebody was like, okay, so you go to the nose of the plane and then you walk to the left of the plane, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, if you can just find this from the stairs, this I feel like is a much easier indicator, because the stairs are a better orientator in my opinion than the nose of the plane, because they stick out. I didn't want to minimize that. On one side of the plane is a set of stairs that you can see the hunting tower from. The tower is a few paces from the front of the plane and on the plane's left side. I don't know. The message itself is a piece of paper that is on the ground, tucked amongst the board at the base of the hunting tower. Once you've retrieved the message, head towards your extract. You will either have outskirts or UN roadblock as a guaranteed extract. For UN roadblock, head back towards the nuclear silos, then follow the wall away from the water. If you have outskirts, head towards the water, follow the coast past the sawmill and towards a small dock that has a half-sunken boat. Now move directly away from the water and you will find a road with a truck at the end. The truck itself marks the outskirts extract. Upon completion, Mechanic will reward you with some player experience and a handful of money. This also unlocks Jaeger as a trader that you can utilize, who will immediately have a task for you. Acquaintance. Okay, I like that. All right, let's turn the music back on. Okay, I also need to do a read, actually, of Shortage real quick. I don't have visuals yet for this one, but I did have it written out. Greetings and salutations. I do have one visual for it. Let me squish this over to the side that I can use as a reference. Close that. Go back over here. Back. Assets. Maps. Customs. Okay. Greetings and salutations. Shortage is the opening task for therapists available at level 1 with no prerequisites. She is tasked you with finding 3 found in raid Salewa first aid kits and delivering them to her. First, as a reminder, an item is found in raid if it has a small checkmark icon on it. The found in raid tag isn't completely literal, isn't necessarily. First, as a reminder, an item is found in raid if it has a small checkmark icon on it. The found in raid tag isn't necessarily literal, as items received from quest rewards are also tagged as found in raid, including daily tasks. Additionally, most anything you find on your scav run and manage to extract with will also be tagged as found in raid and can be used for quest credit and completion. The Salewa can spawn regularly in med bags and medical supply crates. It does not spawn in the med case. It can also be found rarely in hidden stashes, duffel bags, and the thin black weapon boxes. It also has some loose spawn locations where it can be found throughout the world of Tarkov. Let's go over the best places to check for a chance. Best places to check for a chance. Let's go over the best places to check for a Salewa. I went on a scav raid. I found a PMC body, but nothing was found in raid. The video lied to me. I said most anything. Most anything you find. I had already thought of that. I can't cover every possible base. That would make the video go from 5 minutes to 40. Well, there's this exception and this exception and this exception and this exception. If that happens to somebody, I'm sorry, okay? I know, I'm just being a twat. You're fine. Let's go over the best places to check for a Salewa. We'll focus on the 2 starter maps that you will likely be playing on and can pick these items up as you travel across the map. Customs and Woods. We will start on Customs. Here's a blank map of Customs, and then the same map with my playgroup's callouts. We will start at Storage Town and work our way across the map. The trunk, I'm going to provide visual indicators for these. I just need to go get the pictures for them. The trunk of this car has both a med bag as well as a loose med spawns to the left of the bag, which is here. Now we are going, now we're just crossing all the way. Next, make our way to Crack House. Okay. Next, we will make our way to Crack House and Stronghold. As a quick note, both of these buildings are hotspots for other NPCs. Both are loot-dense locations, and the scav boss Rashala can spawn at Stronghold. I barely know half the spawns you're going to talk about for these ones. That's fine, but some people struggle to find these Salewas. If you do decide to go inside these places, first is Crack House. On the ground floor, Salewa can spawn both on the covered body as well as on the cart next to it. Upstairs, inside the room with the large glass window that faces Stronghold, the metal shelves in the corner and in the middle of the room can both spawn your target. Can both spawn your target? I'm just going to put Salewa's. There's also this storage room upstairs, and Salewa's can spawn on all of the metal shelves, as well as the floor beneath them. At Stronghold, we have two places to check. Downstairs in this corner room, which we call Loot Room, there's a spawn next to the bed there is a spawn on the bed next to the med case, and on the bed that is catty corner to it as well. There's also a medical supply crate that you can check. Can check. Upstairs in the middle, on the side facing Crack House, is another medical supply crate. You will want to head to from Stronghold to Old Gas on your way to Power. There's a med bag by the train tracks inside the wall by Old Gas, and a very randomized loot spawn in the back of the van on the path towards Power. Inside Power, that felt awkward. By the train tracks is also No, it's these train tracks, not these train tracks. Okay. Med bag by the train tracks inside the wall. Yeah, by Old Gas. There's a very randomized... There is a... Very randomized? If I didn't know interchange, like, I might have crafted mine at that point. And a very randomized loose loot spawn in the back of the van on the path towards Power. Inside Power, there are multiple holes in the floor. In the middle of the basement, you will find a covered body and a chair with a med case sitting on it. While the med case can't spawn Salewas, they can spawn on the chair and around the covered body. Moving to Checkpoint, there is a car parked with a jacket lying in the trunk. This jacket has its own loot table that is restricted to a specific key that you will need for a therapist quest later, and medkits such as Salewa. Closing out customs is the upstairs in the USEC building, the side above the vehicles with the green screen. Has a storage closet with a med bag. The jacket having its own loot table, is that what you're surprised at, Eve? If you tire customs and want to change the scenery, you can also hunt on woods. There are... Let's go over to woods real quick. Here's a blank map of woods, and then the same map with my playgroup's callouts. There are medical loot containers at both USEC and at the FOB, but note that both of these are player hotspots due to loot density. We are going to focus on FOB. Inside the Southern Medical tent, you can find them on all of the tables and carts. There's also a med bag in the back. Just outside the tent, underneath the awning by the truck, is a medical supply crate. Crossing over to the other side of the camp, check inside the long white medical container full of bodies. In the northern corner is another medical supply crate, 2 med bags, and loose med spawns on the shelves inside of the open rooms. Upon completion, therapists will reward you with some player XP, a handful of money, some meds, and 2 new tasks for you. Sanitary Standards Part 1 and Operation Aquarius Part 1. Okay. Smooth that out a little bit. Yeah, there's a few jackets that have their own loot tables. That's one of them. The other one is the jacket that the machinery key spawns in 2-story dorms. That's the room that you have to... It's 3-story dorms, second floor that you have to get into by jumping up and then squeezing underneath. The only thing that can spawn in that jacket is the machinery key. There's nothing else that spawns in there. It is a 100% spawn rate for machinery key and a 0% spawn rate for literally anything else. I figured they had additional content, but also fixed rate for the other key. Surprisingly not. I put that high ground way too far back. Oh, well, it's too late now. Oh, it wasn't high ground anyway. I hasted the group. LOL! Anyway. But, yeah. So I imagine they don't do it very much because some people think that, like, the weapon crates that are inside, like, Red Room and, like, Violet have better spawn rates than other weapon crates. They don't. They have the exact same loot table. Same as, like, the... same as, like, a lot of the other containers that are shared across the maps. They all actually share the exact same loot table. And that's because they're the same container. And so they don't change the loot table for the container in different locations. The big green weapon boxes are basically the same on every map. And the jacket having its own loot table actually makes it its own completely different container. Like, in the game's files, it is a completely separate container. It is not a jacket. It is the, like, 114 jacket. Or whatever it's listed as. And because of that, I imagine they don't do that very much because it would create a lot of bloat in the files. I kind of wish they would because I think it would make the game more dynamic, but I understand why they don't. All right, we have 2 Busters and 2 Saints because those have been added to the loot pool now, thankfully. Vampires, please. Either of these can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills going to El Canadiano with 11. Second going to AP 10, and then third a 3-way tie between Moten, Skiot, No Jelly Jelly, and Fender. Most assists going to El Canadiano with 16, followed by Mac Trooper Nagoya and AP 10 with 5, and then it looks like Moten, Skiot, and No Jelly Jelly with 3. Going random on the scrolls in 5. Just spawn the same except with one fixed thing in them. I don't even know if that's possible. I know that, like, so Escape from Tarkov actually originated as being a browser game. That's what they were originally approaching it as. And then its success made it just be its own standalone thing. That's also why it's built in Unity, because it was going to be a browser game. Kind of like, I mean, the fucking game that we're playing right now on screen, which is Stream Raiders, right? It's built in Unity, and it's a browser game. And Unity normally works pretty well for browser games. And the fact that Escape from Tarkov is built in Unity is a work of miracle workers, right? I don't know how you make Tarkov in Unity, but they managed to do it. But Unity has a lot of, I mean, every engine has a lot of limitations and quirks and problems that exist within it, depending on what you're wanting to do. And so the idea of having multiple things be the same, but different things for them, might just be something that Unity doesn't support without building its own tools and plugins for it. I'm sure Battlestate would love to be able to make, like, individual crates have their own different things, right? Like, make the weapon crates inside, that are down inside the helicopter area on Lighthouse that are surrounded by the USEC rogues. Those have, like, better spawn rates for guns or whatever, right? Or, like, better weapon parts or something. But I'm sure they would like to do that, but they just can't without making them completely separate containers entirely, which is probably just, I imagine that's really not good for loading and server load and, like, processing, right? I'm sure it just doesn't function well for that purpose. They could do it, but it would probably significantly increase the, like, load times and stuff. So, all right, going random. Kaldris with the Saints, Fender with the Busters. Back to the map. RNGing as well. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure they would love to do that. I'm sure they would love to make it where, like, oh, the weapon crates inside the night building spawn more weapon mods, whereas the weapon crates on Lighthouse with the rogue spawn more guns, and, you know, so on and so forth. But I bet it's system engine limitations over anything else as to why they don't do that. At least currently, why they don't do that. All right, who's on? Wow. Very few. I'm amazed. Let's see. We have Zamudi. We do have Zamudi. Let me see who else is in that I might just not be following that is in the Stream Raiders category. I see me. The weapon boxes and scav places spawn 100% durability scav weapons. Sure, like, you could get really creative with it, and it would make the loot system really interesting in my opinion, but I also understand like why that's not where they're at right now. Zamuti's rated us a lot. I normally, like, right now he's doing the Cold Read podcast, which, oh no, he is not. It appears that he is done. Okay, in which case, since he's done, we will go raid Zamuti. I normally feel a bit awkward rating him when he's doing the Cold Read podcast, just because he can't stop the podcast, and I don't want to, like, interrupt in any way. I know he said that it's fine, but it just feels weird to me. It just feels weird to me. All right. So we'll go visit Zamuti then, since Zamuti has finished doing Cold Read. So we're going to go raid Zamuti, everybody. If you have not raided with us before, that is the raid message. That emote is a sub emote, but if you do not want to subscribe to the channel, I completely understand. You can unlock it for 100 channel points so that you can join the raid message. Yeah. So we will be back on Tuesday for Tactical Tuesday, playing some games with friends, probably playing some more Halo. I got to send out the invites and see who all is joining us. We had a group of 7 on this last Tuesday, which was a lot of fun. It was crazy. We had a lot of other incredible streamers in there: Mirror Tag, Lunar Droid, Napalm Trees, Gorthan X, and more. And it was a really good time. And so we look forward to see you on Tuesday. Go check out the YouTube channel. We got new videos going up all the time. We are working on 4 new videos today that'll be making their way onto the channel as well. Go check out the Vods channel for past Vods. There's not new ones going up right now because I kind of hit like this, like, there's something weird is happening with my media encoder. It doesn't want to process videos when I queue them up. And I've been trying to fix that here and there, but I can't like find out if it's fixed until I've tried to encode something, and then it's like, I'll find out, you know, at 2 a.m. when I'm asleep. And I'm like, well, fuck, it didn't work. So, thankfully, there's probably about a dozen videos left. And then I have had 0 issues with any of the videos that have been generated from OBS. This is still all old XSplit footage. So, we're almost there. We're almost there. So, we're going to go raid Zamuti. Zamuti is a fellow Stream Raiders captain. They play a lot of Dead by Daylight. They are a wizard, and they are a delightful individual. Please go tell them hello, wish them the best, and I will see you all on Tuesday. So, that said, everybody, peace out. Thank you so much. XSplit is the problem. I 100% believe that XSplit is the problem, Eve, like, entirely. While I did like XSplit for a lot of reasons, it has also caused a lot of problems. I'm thankful to not be on that fucking platform anymore, because God, did it cause a lot of problems.